In 2001, audiences were introduced to the iconic video game character, Lara Croft, in the action-packed film, Lara Croft: Tomb Raider. Today, let's journey back and explore this cinematic adventure that brought the virtual world to life. Lara Croft, portrayed by Angelina Jolie, is a fearless adventurer on a quest to recover powerful artifacts before they fall into the wrong hands. From the mysterious temples of Cambodia to the ancient tombs of Egypt, Lara's journey takes her to the far corners of the globe. One of the most captivating elements of Lara Croft: Tomb Raider is its breathtaking action sequences. From exhilarating chase scenes to gravity-defying stunts, the film keeps viewers on the edge of their seats throughout. Angelina Jolie's portrayal of Lara Croft became iconic, capturing the character's intelligence, strength, and unwavering determination. Her performance brought depth and authenticity to the role, solidifying Lara Croft as a cinematic legend. Lara Croft: Tomb Raider was a groundbreaking film that bridged the gap between video games and cinema. It paved the way for future adaptations and inspired a new generation of filmmakers. 20 years later, Lara Croft: Tomb Raider continues to captivate audiences worldwide, proving that some adventures never grow old. The orphaned heiress and intrepid archaeologist, Lara Croft, embarks on a dangerous quest to retrieve the two halves of an ancient artifact that controls time before it falls into the wrong hands. As an extremely rare planetary alignment is about to occur for the first time in 5,000 years, the fearless Tomb Raider will have to team up with rival adventurers and sworn enemies to collect the pieces while time is running out. But, in the end, who can harness the archaic talisman's unlimited power? A member of a rich British aristocratic family, Lara Croft is a Tomb Raider who enjoys collecting ancient artifacts from ruins of temples, cities, etc. worldwide and doesn't mind going through death-defying dangers to get them. She is skilled in hand-to-hand combat, weapons training, and foreign languages, and does them all in tight outfits. Well, the planets of the solar system are going into planetary alignment, which occurs every 5,000 years. And a secret society called the Illuminati is seeking an ancient talisman that gives its possessor the ability to control time. However, they need a certain clock or key to help them in their search. And they have to find the talisman in 1 week or wait until the next planetary alignment to find it again. Lara happens to find that key hidden in a wall of her mansion. The Illuminati steal it, and Lara gets an old letter from her deceased father, telling her about the society's agenda. Her father was also the one who hid the key. Now, she must retrieve the key and find and destroy the talisman before the Illuminati can get their hands on it. Based on the popular video game series, Tomb Raider features the adventures of Lara Croft, an antiquities hunter for hire. She travels to exotic locales in search of treasures and artifacts in the catacombs of ancient tombs and ruins remaining from age-old empires. A female Indiana Jones, Croft's expeditions are always chock-full of action, danger, intrigue, suspense, and her omnipresent knack for defying death in tight outfits. Croft: Angelina Jolie in an Egyptian tomb, seeking a diamond at one end of a chamber. As she approaches, she is attacked by a large robot. After an intense chase and battle, she disables it by ripping out its motivational circuits. She takes the diamond, which is revealed to be a memory card labeled Lara's Party Mix, and inserts it into a laptop computer inside the robot, whereupon it plays music. Now it is revealed that the scene took place in a practice arena in Croft's home. and that her assistant, Bryce, programmed the robot to challenge her in combat. It is the day of the first phase of a planetary alignment, culminating in a solar eclipse on the Earth, which happens once every 5,000 years. In Venice, the Illuminati search for a key to rejoin halves of the triangle, which must be done by the final phase of the alignment. Mr. Pole, an Illuminati member, makes assurances that they are almost ready, but in reality, he has no idea where to find the key. Croft's butler, Hillary, tries to interest her in several projects, but she ignores them. 15 May, as Hillary is aware, is the day that Croft's father disappeared many years earlier. She has not recovered from his loss. Later that night, Croft has a dream reminding her what her father said about the alignment, and an object linked to it called the Triangle of Light. Waking, she is aware of a clock ticking. Searching for it, she discovers a secret chamber in her house with a carriage clock that had spontaneously begun ticking. Bryce probes it and discovers a strange device hidden inside the clock. Since the device resembles a clock, Croft consults a clock expert friend of her father's, Mr. Wilson. She believes it is connected to the Triangle of Light, but Wilson disavows knowledge of the clock or the triangle. Croft encounters Alex West, a fellow Tomb Raider with unscrupulous methods. They are attracted to each other, but Croft cannot abide his for-profit attitude. That night, Croft is contacted by Wilson, who tells her that he gave her name to a man named Manfred Pole in regards of the clock. In reality, Wilson is also a member of the Illuminati. The next day, Croft sees Pole in his home and shows him photographs of the clock. Later, while discussing it with Bryce, she points out that Pole was lying about his knowledge. That night, armed commandos invade the house and steal the clock despite Croft's attempts to fend them off. The next morning, Croft receives a letter from her father, arranged to arrive after the beginning of the alignment, where he explains that the clock is the key to retrieving two halves of the mystic Triangle of Light, which is revealed to be an object of phenomenal destructive power that granted its wielder power over time and space. Initially housed in a city built by those who worshipped the object, misuse of the triangle's power destroyed the city, and so it was split into two halves. One was hidden in a tomb in Cambodia, the other half in the ruined city itself, in modern-day Siberia. Her father urges her to find and destroy both halves before the Illuminati can find them. In Cambodia, the West figures out part of the puzzle on how to retrieve the triangle half. But Croft manages to successfully grab the piece and escape the temple after fighting off and destroying a huge six-armed guardian statue. She and Pole arrange to meet in Venice, since each of them has what the other needs to finish the triangle. Pole proposes a partnership to find the triangle and informs Lara that her father was a member of the Illuminati, which she vehemently denies. Though hesitant at first, she, along with Bryce, meets with Pole for the trip to Siberia. Inside the tomb, there is a giant model of the solar system, which activates as the alignment nears completion. Croft retrieves the last half of the triangle, but when Pole tries to complete it, the halves will not fuse. He realizes that Croft knows the solution to the puzzle and kills West, to persuade her to complete the triangle to save both West's life and her father's. Croft reluctantly complies and completes the triangle with a single grain of sand that was hidden inside the clock. As the triangle is completed, the source of power is revealed, and they then struggle for control of the triangle, with Croft prevailing. Croft then finds herself in a strange alternate existence facing her father. He explains that it is a crossing of time and space and urges her to destroy the triangle instead of using it to save his life. She leaves her father and returns to the chamber, where time is slowly running backward from the point where Paul killed West. Croft takes the knife he threw into West's chest and reverses it, then destroys the triangle, which returns time to its normal flow and directs the knife into Paul's shoulder. The chamber begins to self-destruct, and everyone turns to leave. But Paul tells Croft that he killed her father and retrieves his pocket watch with a picture of Lara's mother inside. Croft fights him to retrieve it, killing him and escaping as the chamber comes down around her. At the mansion, Hillary and Bryce are shocked to see Croft wearing a dress. She goes into the garden to her father's memorial, then returns inside, where Bryce has a reprogrammed Simon, ready to challenge Croft once again. Hillary reveals a silver tray holding Croft's pistols, which she takes with a smile. Like Mr. Schwarzenegger is the one and only Conan plus Terminator. And Peter Sellers the one and only Inspector Clouseau. Angelina Jolie embodies Lara Croft to the day. Yes, both movies Lara Croft Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life, are far from perfect, but at least they tried to capture the spirit of the game's character and story-wise. Alicia Vikander may be a good-looking woman and a decent actor, but she is in no way Lara Croft. That modernized Lara is just plain terrible. Anyway, as most movie adaptations of games are rather total fails or subpar, both Tomb Raider movies starring Angelina are solid adventure and action food. Join us as we celebrate the legacy of Lara Croft and embark on the ultimate cinematic adventure. Subscribe for more explorations into the world of film and gaming. Until next time, keep adventuring.